Hi, I'm Melissa Bunch.
I'm Paul Bunch.
And welcome to the Spirit Code. And we're so excited to have you here. And so this is our grand introduction to the program. So let us go ahead and share with you what we are looking at right now. So this is where you are. This is our main introduction page. And I'm going to make us big enough that you can kind of see us because we're just going to focus on the left side of the computer screen. All right? Are they looking at the same side we're looking at? It's the left side of the program. So. Okay, so please go to introduction first. Okay, so if this is your first time on the program, go to introduction. Click on the introduction. And we have our introduction video, which is probably going to be this video. And our story right here at the top. And this one's going to be much more detailed than the free one that is the About Us. This is going to be a lot more in depth, and it's going to share a little bit more about us.
It's actually true stories too. They're really good.
It's not too long. We're not talking too terribly long. Okay. So then let's go ahead, and I would like you to kind of just discuss your to-do list. Like, what do we do now, right? That's everybody's question is, okay, what do I do? There's so much information. I'm lost. I don't know how to use this. So that's what we're going to teach you right now, okay? So would you read step 1, please?
First, click on training and go to the videos and watch muscle testing and initial consult form. This is very important that you should, or that you are able to start with the basics.
I gave him like a little bit of trouble yesterday telling him you needed to give some more spunk when he reads. Good job. Okay, so both of these are linked. Training and videos are linked. And you can click on either one to go to the link to get started. We have a lot of people who prefer to skip the muscle testing because they want to go with intuition, but please, please, please realize that they go hand in hand. That if we skip the muscle testing, something that we find is we get message after message, can you test this for me? Can you test that for me? So there really are certain components in our program that you really have to have muscle testing for. So we still need you to do it, whether or not you just use it 10% or 20%, like that's gonna be your choice, how much you use the muscle testing, but you do need to be able to use it. So we'll talk about that class later. We don't want to confuse too much here.
Yeah, we do provide that weekly class, so if you're having problems, just get on there and we can address some of those with you and assist you with it, okay?
You're so funny. I just said we weren't going to talk about the class.
I know.
So you talked about the
I'm just
class.
trying to give them some further encouragement with it.
That's actually down further. Okay. So I don't want to confuse you guys. So just keep it simple right now. Go to the training and go to the videos and watch those 2 training videos. Each of them do come with downloadable forms because I want you to be able to follow along and fill out some forms yourself. Okay, and you can fill them out by hand, you can download them on your computer, whatever is easier for you to follow along. There are tons of replay videos on that section, and you do not have to watch the replay videos. That's a lot of videos, but you're welcome to. Like, you're absolutely welcome to. If you're gung-ho and you've got the time, go for it. But the replay videos, we'll talk about this later. Okay. So step 1, watch those first 2 videos at the very least. Number 2, download the initial consultation form and fill it out for yourself. Okay, so you will have already learned the initial consultation form by then. And while you are filling it out, you're going to need to test different things. You need to test different levels, different titles, different influences that are affecting you, different infections. You're going to need to put together your grid, and all of that is taught to you in the initial consultation form video. And I know that the videos can be hard to watch, but you've got to make the time to watch these videos. We get a lot of comments saying, how do I do this? How do I do that? And we'll say, well, did you watch the video? And they're like, well, no, I didn't have time. Please watch the videos. I know that it's not super easy, but if you watch the video, you're going to understand what you're doing. And then that makes it much easier for us to be able to help hundreds of people at once. Okay. So step 3, would you like to read it?
Join our private, sorry. Begin doing the preparatory steps, aka cleanup that is on your initial consult form.
Right. So when you do the initial consultation class, it should, shoot, I filmed it like a few months ago, but I'm pretty sure I actually show you what each one means, where to find it. There's even a chart under, should we go ahead and show it right now? I don't want to get too confusing.
Let's stick with this.
We're going to stick with this. Anyhow, and we'll show you where that is in a moment, where it teaches you even where everything is. Like, we try to make this really simple if you follow the steps, okay? So if you are going through the preparatory steps, which is your cleanup, that's on your initial consultation form, you can start writing down what you've done and what still needs to get accomplished. So as long as you started with those first 2 videos, you should know what you're doing, and we'll show you where all those are located in just a moment, okay? So step 4, join our private Facebook group by clicking here. So that's going to take you to a direct link. So if you're not on Facebook, I just kind of recommend that you at least get a name set up just so that you can receive the information. So we do this as a Zoom. Well, this is where, let me go ahead and finish. This is where you receive the information regarding our weekly classes. They are offered as support, but they're not required. You can go at your own pace. The more you attend, the faster you'll be ready to practice this modality. So every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, so that is 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and it's like 8 a.m. Arizona time. And then if you're East Coast, it would be 11 a.m. Okay. And so that 10 a.m. class is a muscle testing class. And that is the one, seriously, if you're not muscle testing, if you're struggling with muscle testing, if you are having troubles in any way, shape, or form, or you just don't have it down, please watch them. Please come live, because then we can help you.
I thought we weren't going to talk about that class.
Well, that was down here. I didn't want to talk about it in step 1. I wanted to talk about it in step 4. Okay. So anyhow, that's what I was just kind of trying to explain was, please, please, please come to these classes, or at least watch these and start your practicing. And really by watching it each week, it gives you an excuse to practice. And like we said, muscle testing is going to be necessary to be able to do this modality. And if that is anything that you have struggles with, even if it's just questions, like saying, why can't we just do it all through intuition? Please come to the class, and that's where we will address everything. Okay, it's like a live support that everybody gets each week. It's so wonderful. And you get our personalities, which are kind of crazy. So then every Saturday at noon Central Standard Time, we have the Spirit Code class. And that we're going to go over a little bit of everything. So after you've done your preparatory steps and your initial consultation form, the dog likes to eat and drink whenever we're doing videos. He always does. So once you've already done that, that is where you're going to start learning from our Saturday classes. You're going to start understanding what's going on. You're going to know what to do next. And if you haven't taken those steps, the Saturday classes, you're going to end up being confused. You're going to be like, I don't understand that. So please, please, please be sure that you get all of this accomplished. And so on the Facebook page, the one that says click here on step 4, it's a Zoom link. So I'm gonna put out a Zoom link. I'll have a invitation to everybody. It'll be an event invitation that says that we're having class on Saturdays. I put it out a couple of days in advance, and then I do not message everybody because I don't want it to be spam. So if you RSVP that you'll be coming, you'll be getting a reminder, and you'll be getting a link at the time of. If you don't RSVP that you're coming, you'll just have to go to that Facebook page that morning to get the Zoom link. But it should give you an alert on your notifications that I have posted something there. So just be aware that that is available to you. And so the way that it's set up, it's not set up as a curriculum where you have to start at a certain time and finish at a certain time. It really is a go at your own pace. So we answer a lot of questions. We address a ton of information. We have videos all throughout the website, but it does seem that giving that weekly class is really critical. So coming to that is really beneficial. And then the replays are, once again, if you go to step 1 under those videos, the replays are also on that page. Okay, Paul, step 5.
You can watch the replay videos of your classes if you cannot watch live on Facebook or on the website.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was what I just said. Okay, you can do
Number 6. Join our self-sabotage group and receive support while doing the 12 steps. This is a 3-month rotation, so you will only be approved at the beginning of each cycle.
Right.
Click here.
So that'll take you straight to our Facebook self-sabotage group. And so we are actually going through the 12 steps that are in the program and that are in the manual. And doing it together, we have found, has been so much more beneficial. So we highly recommend that you do it as a group. You know, whether you watch the replays, that's fine. If you would like to be a part of the group, you actually are given an accountability buddy. You will be, you'll have that opportunity live to ask for that support and that assistance. Like, I have just found so much friendship and togetherness. I am so sad every time that those classes finish, and I'm actually really looking forward to the next one starting up in about a week.
And if you're lucky, I might pop in and out and actually participate sometimes.
Sometimes you mostly just get me. But anyhow, so the purpose of the self-sabotage groups is to be working on those living energies. And the living energies are these lifestyle patterns that we have. So to really create change and to see new results, we have to also create some shifts in our lives. And so those self-sabotage steps also include a lot of the preparatory steps. They include a lot of visualizations that are nowhere else in the program. They include some other really cool, awesome things, like I work with energy in one of the steps that is nowhere else in our program. So I highly recommend, even if you don't think you need it, to at least go through. Like, the first 3 steps can be difficult to get through because they can be kind of like a Debbie Downer. But once you get past that, it picks up really fast and it starts to feel really good. Okay, so we are on step 7.
Share with the world, everyone you know, about this program because it is for free. Do it.
Okay, that was step 8. So step 7 is begin exploring the website. So we are continuously adding videos into each section, so just watch them as you go. And so what's critical about this is that we do have the write-up in each section. So if you go to Mind Subconscious Suggestions, or if you go to the Dark Energy section, or if you go to like Resetting Your Time and Understanding, like, there are videos teaching you what to do. And the write-up teaches you as well. But if you're confused, please watch the video. So if you read the write-up and you're like, I got it, that's good, I can do that, then you're good. You should be fine. But if you read the write-up and you're just like, I'm lost, instead of contacting us, watch the video. And then if you're still lost, contact us. Okay?
I do want to add something in here. If you're reading through one of our documents and it says F and V, that means frequencies and vibrations. We were kind of shortcutting that, and then
and we do teach it in the training videos, but not everybody watches some of the training videos, and then we get a lot of people confused.
Yeah. So frequencies and vibrations.
Yes. And so seriously, if you do something and you're not sure, please watch the training video. It will explain everything. Even if it's boring, we try to give you a little bit of spunk so it doesn't feel like you're listening to a boring college professor.
Well, at least I do.
I hope nobody here's a college professor. They might really hate us. They'll be like, oh my goodness, you just said I'm boring.
Well, everybody knows college professors are boring.
You're such a dork. Okay. Okay. So you just said, please share this program with everybody because it's free. You want to finish that section?
No, that's all.
Okay, we desire to help as many people as possible with this amazing program. However, if you do feel inspired, if the Spirit prompts you to donate as a fair trade, please visit our donations page, or you can just simply click there. The support is greatly appreciated, but is not required to learn this modality. Okay, not anymore. Like, we just decided, we prayed about this, and it was one of those moments that was very difficult, I think, to follow through with Heavenly Father's guidance. And so we're having complete faith and trust in God to support us so that we can continue this work, even if we are offering it for free. So anyhow, like I said, if you feel that inclination, you can, but please do not feel any pressure. This is not like a trick or you have to do that whatsoever. We really want to share this with as many people as possible, and we feel that it is incredibly important to share with you. Okay, 9.
There will be a manual for this entire program.
Will
someday.
Will be.
Working on it. Give me some time, okay? Give me some time, please.
So we are working on, like, we're constantly receiving more. We actually have like 5 or 6 write-ups that we're in the process of doing. Plus we have our clients, plus we have our teaching, and we're still parents, and we still have like a list of 5 or 6 other things that we're doing, including publishing. So we're doing our absolute best to get that put together. And so if you have a talent in teaching and you would like to assist us in getting this out there,
and if you can read our minds too, that would help.
You can read our minds. So if you've watched a lot of our videos and you know a lot about energy work, you're also going to be able to be beneficial in helping us put this together. So we have all the information. It's a matter of putting it in such a way, and it's even put in the proper locations, but it needs to be put in a way that if you read the manual, you'll be able to walk away doing the work, like practicing this modality. And that's the part that is taking us a little bit of time to figure out how to do. So we've already had a couple of you offer to help us, and a couple teachers that have offered to help us. But if you also have that talent, we know how to publish. That's totally fine. We do self-publishing all the time. We already have 5 published books in our shop. So speaking of which, that takes us to, oh, sorry, that's number 10. Let's go to 9. Oh, no, we are ready for number 10. See, it's like they just flow into each other, don't they? So perfect. Okay, 10.
There are books in our shop. So start shopping.
Okay.
All right. I'll tell you real quick about the books.
And our shop is right there at the top, and it's linked right here. Okay.
There's 2 books that are part of the program, and that's the Self-Sabotage one and the Compounds of Charge books. And those are really good for you to have. We do encourage it just because someday this access to the program may not be available.
Not because we're canceling it. That's going to be up forever. We're referring more to
whatever the case might be.
Changes with the world as we're preparing for the second coming. That's what we mean, when there may not be, internet or electricity.
We just want you to have it available, and in case of an emergency, you can access it. And so.
Yeah. And it's on the program, so we're not telling you that you have to purchase those books to do the work. Mm-hmm. It's all uploaded in the program. We don't want to push you too far. I want you to start with step 1 through 3 before you go any further. But yeah, all of those are in the program and are uploaded, but we really find a lot of value to having it in paperback, which is why we're working so hard with step 9 to put it together in a manual, because we want you to be able to have it in paperback. Like, we really do. Even though we're adding stuff all the time, we really want that to be in paperback for you. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go down to the bottom of the introduction, and you're welcome to read all of that, but I just wanted to kind of touch base on these last 2 paragraphs. Okay? So do you want to read the first or the second paragraph?
Second.
Okay, so remember that your body is created perfectly to heal itself. We are not here to heal each other. We are not here to heal you. You are not there to heal somebody else. We are strictly working on, and I'm not even reading this word for word, so I hope that I'm getting it all, but we're working on removing the darkness. We're working on making some changes. We're working on moving forward and getting ready to live this higher law. And if we understand the higher law properly, which hasn't been completely offered to us yet, it is really just being righteous and holy in your thoughts. And so if your automatic thoughts and your automatic emotions are Christ-like, then you're good to go. But if they're not, we have some work we need to do to get ready for the second coming. And that's what we're focusing on. And we're recognizing that since the body was created perfectly to heal itself, and God is the master healer, and He's the one who does all the healing, what we're doing is we're helping you to be aware of the darkness and how it's influencing you so you can remove it, and then helping your body in the manner in which it desires to be able to heal itself the way it's naturally created to do. So essentially, we have 2 energies we're working with, the living and the docile energies. And the living energies are like your lifestyle patterns, which is why we have the self-sabotage program. And there's a lot of life coaching and mentoring steps that are in that. And then the docile energies, which are pretty much ready to be released. But we do also have some energies that come from other people. So, but I don't want to push you too much. Just wait. Just wait till you get to that point, and you'll understand that a little bit more. So anyhow, having faith in God, number 1, right?
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. Okay.
Disclaimer.
So what we want to make sure that you understand is that Melissa and I, we don't actually do the healing. It really comes from heavenly sources. We'll just say it that way. And it is centered around a faith. So
an agency.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Everything is centered around agency and our faith in God.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like I said, we don't do the healing. We're not doctors. We don't diagnose. We're not psychologists or therapists or whatever. We do want to make sure that you understand, though, that you are not alone in your efforts in healing, and we are here to guide you through that process. And that's essentially what we're here for.
And we have so many testimonials, like personal testimonials and testimonials of people that we've worked with in the past. And we have seen so many amazing changes that people have experienced. And, some of them, we worked with a couple women who were struggling to keep pregnancies. And after we worked with them a couple of times, both of them were able to get pregnant and continue the pregnancy all the way through and have a healthy baby at the end. We had some people with chronic migraines, and we were able to take care of that pretty quickly. So when I say take care of that, I really just mean we found what was causing it, and it was intense. And once we removed that, we communicate with the body what it needs, what support it might need, if it's a dietary change, if it's energy to invite in, if it is a compound, if it's hormonal, if it is bacteria, infections, toxins, like what exactly is the body needing now to assist the body itself. And then we just sit back and wait for your body to go through the healing process. But we always want to make sure that it's 100% within God's will. So that is one of the very critical factors, is that we recognize that if God has a different plan, we're not going to impose upon that plan. And so it's always wonderful when we see results. I had breast cancer, which we were able to learn German New Medicine. And we were, of course, without being a doctor, learning German New Medicine.
Yeah, we applied the techniques that we learned from that.
Right. And then, and so in that process, my body was able to heal itself from breast cancer. That's a better way to say it. And my mother's body was able to heal herself from liver cancer. We've worked with cancer a couple other times, and we had the same situation where we were working with the traumas that were being stored in that tissue, and then assisting the body in breaking down that tissue. And then we've had I was actually just listing these off earlier, a chronic autoimmune disease that we worked on, and worked on a pretty strict dietary change and a lot of healing energies, and working to see once again what darkness was influencing them. We've worked with like ADHD and really mild autism, and a few other like children related issues. And I really think that I think it was kind of cool. We had a family member who was fixing to go in for surgery. And I thought it was really cool that they had 3 weeks before surgery was already scheduled, ready to go. They were doing the prep and everything. And we said, okay, well, let's just kind of work with you in those 3 weeks and see what happens. And by the time the 1 week pre-checkup or whatever happened, the doctor canceled surgery because he just didn't need it anymore. And he made so much improvement the doctor didn't feel was necessary. And so we recognize that maintenance is required. Like we don't just remove the darkness and invite in the healing energy and then go on and then be like, oh no, I got sick again a few years later, this didn't work. We recognize that these are patterns. Like our lifestyle created these patterns in the first place, and we need to work on recognizing how these negative thoughts, these negative feelings, these negative energies are harmful, and what the way that the body handles it, the way the body reacts, because your body is built to protect you, and your body is built to survive. And so anyhow, we could go in, and I don't want to confuse you too much longer. Would you like to would you like to go over any of the preparatory steps?
Well, let's just kind of show it to them.
Okay.
Not in detail. Okay. But if you want to go to training, let's just kind of glance over that first.
Okay.
So the training, you got some videos right here.
That's the videos link, okay? The videos that are on the very, very top bar, those are just the freebies for everybody to watch. Your training is the private training, and that is right here under the training section.
Different.
Very, very different. Very different.
All right, so these are the two worksheets that we use.
But they're also linked under the videos, so it's all over the place. And just go through all of this information, read through everything that you can. This is pretty much just all information to read. It's really not work that you're going to be doing. It's really just information to learn, okay?
And if you'd like to, you can use this bottom right here to get around with. I think it's sometimes a lot easier.
Yeah.
And so
we've now looked at introduction and training.
Appointment forms, we just talked about. Do you want to go there?
No, I want you guys to click on the appointment forms, though, because the initial consultation appointment form that you can click on right there, it actually gives you the definitions and the locations, but you also learn that in the training video. The preparatory steps, that's where I want everybody to, once you've done those first two training videos, this is where you need to go next, okay?
All right, and it is based, so when we do the initial consult form, a lot of what we're going to be addressing is actually starting right here. So this is where you want to start. Okay.
Yep, and absolutely. So once you've completed that, then come to our classes, watch our classes, and you will learn a little bit more. You can start exploring. You can start working through that initial consult form, and you're welcome to go over to the pathogens or the energies or the self-sabotage steps, or the compounds and charts, or the miraculous opportunities for the spirit. The advanced section is going to be locked for only those that are ready for it. And there are training videos in there as well. Not everything has a training video quite yet. We're doing our absolute best to get everything filmed. It's actually a lot more tedious than I ever thought it could be. So I'm sorry if it's not everything has a training video. But with all the support that we offer you, you do have the knowledge and the support that you'll need to understand everything.
Let me just show you the training video in energies. You actually need to scroll down, and it's right there.
Yes. So take a look at that. If you are confused as to how to do the energies, please watch the video. In fact, I wouldn't mind watching it again to make sure it's good. There's also a training video under the dark energies link.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one under any of the other. There is one under the hands-on Neura. And then the core belief one is filmed in the self-sabotage steps. So anyhow, there's videos all over the place. And there's enough that we would keep you busy for a really, really long time.
So remember that book that I mentioned to you? The Compounds
and Charts book. It's all uploaded right here.
There's a video for this right here, done by myself. And
he has so much spunk when he talks. It's so exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. Okay, so the compounds is complicated at first, but once you get a little bit of practice with it, it becomes a lot easier.
And we highly recommend that you learn how to do this.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do this, you're going to end up coming across, not all the energies have the compounds pre-done. So you will end up coming across them and going, I don't know what to do. So you really do need to know how to muscle test, and you need to know how to do the compounds at some point. So don't push yourself to do the compounds until you muscle test. Once you got muscle testing, you've done your preparatory steps, you have come to a few of the classes, ask some questions live, receive that support that you need, start watching some videos. You watch the compounds video, you watch some energy videos. Like, you start really gaining a good grasp of this information. It's going to come easier and easier to you. But if you don't know how to muscle test, it's going to be very difficult. We have a lot of people who come to us saying that it is one of the hardest things for them to grasp is the muscle testing. So you know what, if muscle testing is easy for you, come to our muscle testing class to help those where it's not as easy. And those that are really struggling, please come live so that we can help you, because it's so many of the problems are going to be blocks, and they're going to be some different emotional barriers that you might have. And if that's the case, we can't really help you to figure out what that is if you don't come to those classes. So try to make some time. to come live if physically possible. But as I said, those Saturday classes are there for support. The more that you come to, the quicker you're going to learn the work, but they're not required. It is not like a start to finish. Like those are going to go on forever. For as long as the internet's working and there is electronics there, we're going to be doing training videos. So for those of you who know what you're doing, that is where you contact us at the end and you say, I actually want to start incorporating this into my modality and I want to start practicing. We will list you under the Find a Practitioner up at the top, and we'll put your contact information there too. So
we may actually end up putting this video right here just to make sure you see it.
It's not a bad idea. All right, everybody. So I hope that this kind of helps clear it up. Please go to introduction, go to your training videos, watch at least those first two. If you click on the third one, I'm going to be compiling more and more in there to kind of simplify it with some shorter videos. And do your preparatory steps, make sure you have your appointment forms. It really does just kind of give you a to-do list. That's the best part about your initial consultation form. It gives you a to-do list. And then you know what to do, you know where to go. And then from there, you just kind of start learning bits and pieces as to how to do those different energy releases. And they are so thorough. They're very detailed, but they're very, very thorough. And there's definitely going to be some special situations, complex situations. So if you need help, reach out to us for a session. We do sessions for a fair trade donation. Fair trade means that it is fair to you financially, fair to us financially. It is something that we let you choose because, you know, quite frankly, money is different to everybody. We have some people who have a very decent income, and so a large amount is doable for them, and they feel that it is a fair trade for what has been offered. You know, if you walk away and you don't feel like much was offered, then you can choose based upon how much was offered. But then we have some people that are borderline poverty or are put in poverty, and even $5 is a stretch. So only you know your income, and only you know what is appropriate. And so by doing it as a fair trade, you do something that you say, well, that seems that was fair based upon what was offered. And so that's what we do for our sessions. We don't turn anybody away. So we have definitely worked with some people who literally have no income whatsoever. And we have also worked with them to help them as well. So I think that's pretty much it that we would like to cover under this training, this introduction video. And we really hope to get to see you at our Saturday classes. If not, we hope you get to watch the replay videos. And please join us on our Facebook group, and you can ask questions to the group there, and other people can kind of chime in and help support one another. And we really want this to be a community. Like, that is so critical to us. That this has been a dream of Paul's. So I want you to kind of talk about how you want this to become a community. So
we do want to have it so that everybody can input their thoughts into it, because here's the truth. Melissa and I, we don't know everything about healing.
We so do. Kidding.
we really feel like we're in the infancy of healing. And so it takes a lot of people to compile information and to contribute. And we want this to grow as fast as possible, and to be able to reach as many people as possible, and to offer as comprehensive of healing as possible. And we simply can't do it alone, Melissa and I. And so not only that, we want you to engage in this so that you can learn and be part of it, be part of an organization or a group or whatever you want to call it, that is looking to benefit the world and uplift the people around us. And so and
we really feel as though we just have a piece of the puzzle, and that if everybody's able to bring those pieces of the puzzle together and work together, we're going to be able to actually be prepared in the way that Heavenly Father wants us to be prepared. And we're going to be able to assist each other in the way that we need that assistance. And you're not alone in this. You really have an amazing support group. And this isn't just like a place to go on to Facebook and just kind of like complain or just be a part of a group. Like, we're actually going to be teaching. We're actually doing this together. We're actually working on these steps in this preparation as a team. And so we really do value your opinion. If you do have any concerns, please contact us privately, and we can address that in one of our classes, or we can address it privately. So we really want to keep this space sacred. And that is why we asked most everybody to answer some questions before they joined, is that we want this space to, we want this program to be as sacred as it is to us, and we want it to be treated as such. So, so please try your best to assist us in that, to help us to keep the positivity, to keep the vibrations high, to keep the love circulating around one another, and to keep supporting one another in this
Yeah.
process.
Okay. So I want to actually share with you one more thing about this. So
Okay.
I'll just jump in here. With this,
I'm so excited. I love the energy section.
Yeah. With this idea of just sharing with one another, I have put down at the bottom of some of these,
I like
the comments, that people can ask questions and exchange ideas with.
You know what? It's at the bottom of the front page too.
Yeah. These haven't really been used so much, so start using it. Feel free.
I actually put in here some comments also to make sure that everybody sees like a little mini to-do list. So yeah, please leave comments. Please talk and share if you have a testimony you would like to share with us, if you have something you'd like to say and you're not on the Facebook group. And really, we really want this to be open to the public to share with anyone and everyone. So, and even if you're like reading it, if you see a typo, just ignore it. Like we have been given,
when you see a typo,
we have been given so much information and such, like, even though we say a couple of years and you might think, oh, that's a lot of time. We have so much coming in at all times that I'm in the middle of like 20 different projects, and it's really, there's so much, we're constantly adding more. So
yeah, actually, if we were able to compile everything that we've learned, it would be double this. So. Oh
my goodness, it's been so hard to get it all documented in the right manner. So there's a lot of typos, a lot of mistakes. Please just forgive them. We're very human. We are not here as like perfectionists. We're not here saying that everything is 100% perfect. But the energy releases are ready for you. So if it's on the program, it's ready for you. You just might stumble over some of the words if I did. But anyhow, what I was trying to say is, if you feel as though you have anything to add, please let us know. And we would love to add that. If you have some concerns, say, hey, if you use a 10th Avenue North song that you might get sued, say, oh goodness, thank you. I'll quickly go and change that. Thank you. We very much are here as your brother and sister. And we really, we're not brother and sister, we're married, but we're here as your brothers and sisters. And we really want and we really want to make this a team effort and to make this a community.
All right. Okay. How about we let these people get on with their learning?
All right. Good luck, you guys. Have a beautiful day.
Bye.